Hi guys, I wanted to take a quick minute to show you what I was looking for in this video snippet. I chose to do this one with my iPhone or my smartphone so that you could see that I'm not really looking for professional grade type video. That's not what it's about. The moral to all of this, the goal of all of this, is that you can have a relaxed, normal conversation about opioids, the opioid epidemic, or pain control with anybody, really, at least you're comfortable doing it. So the best way to do that is to practice doing that. So that's why you'll see a lot of the quizzes formatted in ways that make you think about how you would actually discuss these topics with other people. So with that thought in mind, let me click over here to my rubric real quick, and we're going to talk about what we're looking for, how you're scored on the video snippet. So the first thing it talks about is integration of knowledge, and it wants you to have a professional reference that you identify, and you should be able to look at my discussion board post and see exactly how I want you to identify your professional reference. Remember, that reference can't come from the course. You've got to go outside the course and find your own reference. Then you want to make sure you integrate knowledge you learned inside of that into your video snippet. So additional information is essentially what we're talking about. Don't repeat back to me what I've already told you. Give us something new. The other part is the format. And so for the format, it starts with the declaring your topic. And we declare our topic because we don't want to hear 5 discussions about the same topic. We'd like to get a little bit about all topics. So declare your topic, make sure no one else has selected your topic. The first one to get it up there is going to be the one that gets to choose it. So you might want to go ahead and declare early if you have your heart set on something. And then make sure you post it by the assigned due date, and then identify your audience. So as we go through the next few minutes, take a minute or try to focus and hear where I identify my audience and see if you can identify the integration of knowledge. Okay, now I'm going to click back to my little note sheet over here that I have. Okay, so hi, I'm Amanda Criswell, and I want to talk to you today about the role of OxyContin in the opioid epidemic. This topic that I'm going to discuss today is really appropriate for anybody who's interested in learning more about the opioid epidemic. It doesn't have a lot of medical jargon, so it would be simple for anyone to understand. So let's talk about what was going on in the mid-1990s. So by 1990s, we knew we had a problem with pain control. We were not treating pain appropriately, not just in the United States, but really across the world. So it's becoming this worldwide focus. And doctors are really searching for a way to help patients because we didn't want people to be in pain, but we didn't know what to do because we were very firm in the mindset that opioids caused addiction and caused other problems. Therefore, we didn't use them like we do today. So by 1995, when Purdue Pharma introduces OxyContin, which is the extended release form of oxycodone or MS-Contin, we were excited because we're like, oh, this is the answer to the question we've been asking, how to treat these people's pain. And now they have a drug that the FDA has approved for use and approved the statement on the side of the label that says that it's not as addictive. So these salespeople, the sales reps for Purdue Pharma, are going around telling doctors we have studies that show less than 1% addiction rates, and very unlikely people will become addicted to it. Now that's 1995. By 1996, within 1 year of this drug being on the market, we knew there was a problem. Physicians knew there was a problem, and Purdue knew there was a problem. And there are actual documents that show that the top executives within the company knew that people were crushing it, snorting it, becoming addicted to it. They knew the street value of the drug, which at that time was $35 a pill. So they were very aware that there was a problem with the drug, yet they continued to sell and market the drug in the same way. So very similar to what happened with the tobacco lawsuits, where tobacco knew there was a problem, but they continued to sell. They knew it was causing cancer, but they continued to sell it and market it like it wasn't. Same thing has happened now with Purdue. And after a 4-year investigation, they did file suit. Many states have already started. I think there's 8 states now that have sued Purdue Pharma and won. The initial thought process was they were going to try to get the executives like they were criminals, and they were trying to send them to prison. However, the government wasn't really thrilled with that. So they switched gears and they said, let's give them some community service and let's just fine them astronomical amounts. So the first state to receive the award got $365 million. That's pretty impressive. To help their state deal with the problem that OxyContin had a role in creating. All because of misleading advertising from the company itself. And that's how Purdue Pharma had a role in the opioid epidemic.